let's jump back over to my face. I'm just gonna do a really quick intro. So let's get started. I'm reslived. If you don't know me, which probably all the viewers here do, but I'm gonna try and upload this to YouTube later, and hopefully that they'll enjoy it. I'm reslived. I do a lot of melee commentary. You can see me at Smash and Xanadu a lot. I do that commentary most of the time, and for the most part, I even do their top 8 of melee when TK and EE are not in the building. I wanted to talk about Samus because there's a lot of talk about Samus in melee right now after Chillin got double eliminated by Samus over at Sweet Prologue, and then we saw Leffen lose to Plup. Everyone knew Plup was good. No one knew Plup was that good. So Plup now, everyone's saying best Samus in the world, and other people saying Chillin and Leffen don't know the Samus matchup. They're going to do a Samus Ditto at the Salty Sweet. But no, I have a theory that Samus is actually still not very good, but a lot of people don't fully understand the matchup. So the plan for today is to go through some of the matches at Sweet Prologue and Paragon. We're going to go through 4 games individually, just games, not like sets or anything. That would take forever. We're going to just do 2 games that are Chillin and Leffen, and we're going to look at how they sort of don't really properly execute the Fox Samus matchup, in my opinion. This is all my opinion, just so you guys know. This is how I believe the Samus matchup should be played. And then we're going to look at 2 matchups from Hugs versus Mike Hayes that happened at Sweet Prologue. We're going to look at the 2 games that Mike Hayes won. Unfortunately, Hugs did end up taking the set with really smart play, but I think those first 2 games really demonstrate, really, really solid Fox versus Samus play. So that's going to be the main goal here. So the first thing I want to talk about is, what do you guys think of Samus? What do we know about Samus? Everyone knows about Fox, so we can leave Fox out of this. We're talking about Fox versus Samus. What does a Fox player think of when he looks at Samus? So he says, all right, let's say you're the average tournament attendee. You go to a tournament, you look at Samus, and you have to play Samus, and you say, well, crap, I don't know that matchup. What am I supposed to do? 2 things come to your mind. You think up B out of shield, and you think missiles. I don't think there's any person in the planet who will disagree with you. Maybe if you're slightly more advanced, you're worried about safe F-tilts. But not many people know much past that when they're just getting into learning the Samus matchup. And up B out of shield is really obnoxious. Of course, invincible on startup. Beats all of Fox's typical approaches. Fox cannot ride the Nair plane into Samus because if he tries to Nair L cancel Shine, he gets up B out of shield for free. So what does Fox do? He doesn't really do much trying to Nair approach. It's really bad because you can up B out of shield. The other problem is the missiles. You try and run away, you get to deal with missiles. Missiles aren't fun to deal with. The common strategy for dealing with them appears to be shining them, but you can actually just sort of hit them. There's a point in one of the games we're looking at where Leffen literally just dash attacks through a missile, and then Plup gets hit for it. The missiles are not very high priority. You can do a lot of good stuff against missiles. The difficult part of missiles is the edge guard component that they bring to the table. They're really good at doing that. Fox mains really need to know how to deal with missiles off stage in order to deal with the Samus matchup. We're not going to talk a lot about that. I'm just going to sort of point out areas where maybe some of these guys did something smart off stage or did something dumb off stage in relation to the fact that missiles exist. So that's really hard. To get more advanced into what Samus can do, we're going to look at some replays. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to jump over to my main screen. This is the first replay we're going to look at. So this is Chillin versus Duck from Sweet Prologue. Chillin, this is game number 1. Chillin gets bodied by Duck, goes into losers, gets bodied by Hugs. It's very unfortunate. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of my webcam. The match is apparently 8 seconds underway. No matter. It's just sort of normal neutral game stuff for a little bit. Oh, look, people are getting hit. How fun. Oh, yay, more hits. Oh, up out of shield. How unfortunate. Oh, no. The first big difference in this match comes right about here. I wonder if I can double click and get 1 frame farther. It looks like I can. That's unfortunate. Chillin's gonna go ahead and drop his shield over here. I'm gonna use my cool new pencil tool. He's gonna go ahead and drop his shield over here, and he's at this range now. About 1 battlefield platform. He is gonna try and do a Nair approach. Nair approach, as we have just established, not always very good because of up B out of shield. Chillin is a smart player. Chillin knows that. What Chillin's going to do is to deal with up B out of shield is he's going to Nair approach and then shield. And that's how he's going to deal with it. If By some reason, Duck uppies out of shield. He's safe if Duck does anything else. I mean, what Samus main is ever going to grab her? Grab the garbage. Nair to shield seems to work. Chillin is 100% not ready for what Duck ends up doing. And what Duck does do is we're going to jump right back into this replay. Is my pencil not even showing up? That's unfortunate. There we go. Alright, now go away. Don't even want you. Go away. I might have just broken it. Okay. There we go. Perfect. What Chillin's going to do is he's going to do this Nair approach. Shield. Duck wave dashes through him. Wave dashes through him and jabs him. This is now a situation where Duck's in the advantage. As you can see, Duck is now in a great spot behind Chillin. Chillin can't shine out of shield. Chillin can maybe back air? I mean, it's not a good spot for Chillin from here. Chillin's going to end up resetting the situation, gets out of there, but now in Duck's head, Duck is now thinking that Chillin is going to Nair approach. This thing about Nair approach into shield, this is now a 50-50 mix-up in the Samus matchup. Nair approach into shield will either bait out the up B or it won't, and if it doesn't, you're in a bad spot. So these are now the two options. I don't like Nair approach into shield. This is specifically why, because best case scenario, you're getting this reset. This is the best case scenario. Duck is going to remember this the next time. Alright, so Chillin gets out, everything's fine. The game continues on as normal, and we're going to see right here. We're now back in that same specific... Look, I even paused it right as he nairs in. Duck 100% saw it coming. He ran forward, and he wave dashed back, and now he's going to down smash 100% read. That is just so critical for this matchup, that you cannot Nair approach because of the number of options Samus has. As I said, best case scenario, you're getting a 50-50 mix-up. Worst case scenario is what we're about to see, and you lose your stock. And by lose your stock, I mean you get special assistive battlefield platform. Thank you very much. My pen was still on my screen and not on your screen. I have to figure out what that's about. There's a little one over here. How cute. So that's really the basic problem with the Nair approach, in my opinion. It doesn't work, and any good Samus main will be able to deal with it. The up B out of shield, if you're playing too scared, bad things are going to happen to you. Nairing and then shielding is not the way to bait it out. It's correct to try and bait it out because you can get a lot of good punishes for it, but baiting it out this way gets you killed. And we're going to continue looking at the matchup for a little bit. And now, this stock is actually pretty cool because you get to look at it in neutral. Oh, that's another thing. Quick little interlude. Don't up throw Samus. Pretty simple. Chillin does it, gets nothing, and Duck is going to land for absolutely free. That is the worst thing you can ever do, in my opinion. He knows this. He never up throws her again for the rest of the set. He just made a mistake. It happens to everyone, but it's a good point to point out. Do not up throw Samus. Don't up throw Samus. The correct option is down throw. We'll talk about it more later. Chillin will actually do more down throws. And the problem is you have to know what to do with down throw. Let me turn on the webcam. You have to know what to do with down throw to know why it's good. And Mike Hayes is really the only one out of these games that really fully exploits it. Chillin exploits it in another game in this set, but in this game, doesn't get any mileage out of down throw. Use down throw. Know why. We'll talk about it later. For now, just know don't up throw. So he does this up throw, gets nothing. They're both on the ground. Now I want you to watch this part of the replay. I want you to do something a little bit weird. I want you to just watch Chillin for the next like 30 seconds. Just zoom in on him. Don't even bother watching what Duck is doing. Watch what Chillin does for the next 30 seconds or so. Alright, we're shooting lights. Oh, getting hit. Oh, back air missed. Alright. Oh, darn. Getting hit some more. Got him with Shine, but got him with Nair. It's really hard to hit this guy, isn't it? I nicked him with back air there, and let me try and hit. No, let me try and hit. No, alright. Jeez, how do I hit this guy? He's just all over me. Can I maybe... Oh, he messed up. Down throw. And, oh, crap. And, oh, he messed up again. Catch him with jab. Get him with up smash. Chillin hit him a grand total of like 5 times to get that stock, and it took forever. And the problem was he's not 100% used to how Samus tends to move around. That last hit right at the very end was actually really clutch because he catches the wave dash back. It was really smart. He catches the wave dash back to get the jab up smash. So we're gonna watch it again, and we're gonna watch what Duck was doing during that entire time. Hopefully the replay doesn't freak out on me because I know it does that sometimes.
Look at Duck just has such good moves.
Back up a little bit further. Let's try and find that up throw. He came back down from that stock. This is a good place to start. So instead, we're just going to watch this from Samus's point of view. Be very careful to look exactly what Samus is doing, and I want you to do something kind of silly. I want you to count the number of times that Samus wave dashes away from Chillin. She doesn't have to be facing Chillin. She doesn't have to do any. Just wave dash in a direction that is somehow away from Chillin. So go ahead. We're gonna watch and see what he does. I think he's gonna get up thrown first though. Or maybe I missed that part. I don't know. There we go. All right, wave dash back. Oh, missed it. Wave dash back. And let's see. He's getting off stage, so he can't really wave dash, but he's gonna put on some damage. Oh, wave dash back. And 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 wave dash forward. Wave dash back. Wave dash back. Catch him with something. Wave dash back. Dash attack. Wave dash back. F tilt. Are you starting to see the pattern here? You're starting to see where all of Duck's damage is coming from. It's this grounded movement. He finally gets hit out of that wave dash finally at the very end. But this is the key to Samus. This is how Samus is going to try and win this matchup, and it's going to be wave dashing around and making Fox do moves he doesn't want to. The key example from earlier is Chillin naring a bit too much, and Samus is going to start, and Duck is going to start beating it. And now you see right here, this entire exchange, Duck is literally just wave dashing a lot. I missed the part where he literally wave dashes back in place 3 times while Chillin just stands on the top platform. It's 100% how he decides to play the neutral game once he realized that Chillin is sort of approaching a bit too much. And that's problem with the Fox Samus matchup is Fox really can't approach because of how good Samus is in those situations. If Samus is able to wave dash back and get a punish, that's when she's winning. You can try to account for the wave dash back, but you're not always getting the best option out of it. If you can like overcommit and grab, more power to you, but that will lose to wave dash back any button. So you have to be really careful how you're dealing with the wave dash back, and we're gonna just see Chillin sort of start to fall apart. Right now it's even 3 stocks apiece. I'm gonna get rid of my face. You don't need to see that. Oh look, more wave dash backs. And the thing is, everything Duck is doing, he's doing these wave dash backs and he's not getting punished for any of these moves. Also, real quick, as you saw, missiles, flying missiles kind of suck. You have to know where to go. Chillin does the smart thing. Up B's from here to the ledge. Just gets right over that. But keep that in mind because the missile play off stage will come become important later as this game goes on. So more wave dashes, more moving around. No one really getting hit. Oh my goodness, he even gets grabbed. Duck is already all over him. We're just gonna see a lot of movement. Chillin, again, mostly approaching with aerials. Finally gets, that was actually really clutch from Chillin. He ends up wave dashing back and getting a punish for it. He needs to do more of that. He got a down throw and doesn't get much more out of it. That is sort of the thing that Chillin needs to do more of. Unfortunately, he doesn't do it very often in the set. But it was a great way to sort of break Duck's focus and be like, I know what you're doing. Duck, of course, going to just sort of hit him. And this, remember when I said Chillin did a good job of up being from here to the ledge? Don't do it more than once.
I like that homing missile too. Yeah, it really cuts off like
good.
Firefox.
Good job, Duck. Be very aware of your recovery options. Samus is incredible at minimizing those options. That is sort of her thing. She makes your recovery life suck, and you have to sort of figure out ways around it that mess with the angles that are given to you. It's like having a multiple choice question where maybe you have 100 possible options, but all of a sudden 70 of those will kill you. So you're back down to 30 out of 100. It's really rough. You have to know exactly where you're going, and you need to somehow mix it up inside of that. It's rough. It is definitely rough. And we're going to continue this match as well. Oh, more wave dash back. Look, I'm not getting punished for it. You shot me with a couple lasers, but you stopped since then. And at this point, Duck actually knows he's in charge, and he's starting to do those cheeky little dare reads on the platform. Oh, so cute. And it all sort of culminates into this moment right here. Duck is going to go to the platform. He's going to get, I think it's right around now. I might be wrong. Duck is going to go to the platform. Chillin is going to nair approach because he thinks, I can punish your landing. Which, to Chillin's credit, not a bad option to try and punish that. You say, oh, I'm going to punish your landing off of this platform. But it gets red. It's good to punish Samus's landing because that's sort of where she fails. We were talking about how this wave dash is really good for her. She's good grounded. She's not good in the air. But in this situation, it doesn't pan out well for Chillin because he tries to wave dash, or he tries to nair approach and he eats a charge shot to the face. So it's again, the approach options against Samus are fairly limited. You have to know why you're approaching and where it's useful. That was, again, it was smart by Chillin to try and punish that landing, but this is where it fell apart, is that the fact that Duck had charge shot. So it doesn't work out. What Chillin just did there is a little bit interesting, is he tries to dash attack to beat wave dash. That is a smart option, especially if you're like a Sheik player. Every Sheik player does this. Fox can do it as well. Marth can do it. To beat wave dash back, dash attack in. He then follows up with up tilt, and they trade. As you see, they're now in two different parts of the stage. Literally, the next time he dash attacks, he doesn't account for the wave dash, and he gets bodied for it. Like, I think he gets dash attack. So again, Duck is of this caliber of player. Turn back on the webcam. Duck is of this caliber of player who you can approach him once, and he won't let you do it again. And Chillin kind of falls for that a couple times. Earlier we were talking about the nair approach. He's now died for nair. He's now eaten charge shot for nair. This time he dash attacks in. And he didn't even get a good trade out of dash attack. He got an up tilt trade. And then the next time he dash attacks, he's going to get wrecked. As we're going to see in just a moment. It doesn't even happen that quickly. Here he goes. Boom. Dash attack. And now he's dead. Like, that was it.
It was a lot, yeah.
So here we go. The neutral game is where Samus really shines. I'm going to talk real quick about this because we're going to see it in other games. Samus off stage, very hard to deal with. She's going to come up in fair. Chillin's not going to be ready for it. He's going to try and shield, and I think he gets hit anyway. This fair is incredibly difficult to deal with, as Fox especially. Across all of the games we look at today, not many people actually get it right. So here we go. Here comes the fair. Gets hit. Doesn't get anything out of it. Unfortunate. No punish from Chillin. And as we're going to see, he tries to get this up smash. And the folly of all Fox mains. Let me shine spike you. Oh, I missed. Oh, crap. There's a mine right here. I guess my stock is gone. How unfortunate. Chillin gets 3 stock. So that's... let me jump to the giant me. Wow. So that's essentially the what I think was a really poor way of playing the Fox Samus matchup. Chillin does a lot of nair approaching, he does some dash attacks, and he gets bodied for all of them. It's a lot of approaching that sort of kills Chillin, and it's not specifically approaching, it's specifically ground versus ground approaching. Because that's where Samus can wave dash back, and she can still cover the area directly in front of her. Samus does actually have a major blind spot directly above her, if this is Samus and this is the spot. It's a lot easier for her to deal with directly in front of her, and harder to deal with this. Chillin was giving her a lot of this. A lot of grounded versus grounded approaches, low nairs, dash attacks, and it cost him a lot of damage and a couple stocks throughout this entire game. So that's just going to be Chillin. Sort of, we learned Samus likes to be grounded. We already said that. Samus also has a little bit of a pretty good offstage game. This rising fair is very annoying, and you can run into her mines at any point in time, and life kind of sucks. Again, we're talking specifically about the Fox matchup. And another thing, don't up throw Samus. Good. You know that now. Don't forget it. We're going to jump over to the next game. I don't think anyone is surprised. Plup versus Leffen. This is going to be game 3 from Paragon. There we go. See, my face is not in a great position because the entire screen is on that side. Can I switch the side of my face? Oh! Magic. Good. We're in a great spot now. And now I'm just going to turn it right off. Oh, beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and watch this. Leffen plays the matchup differently than Chillin. Just going to say that outright. And you're going to notice it almost immediately. Remember in the last game we were talking about lots of nair approaches?
I feel like I'm in the crowd, man.
We're not going to see nair approaches. We're going to see runaway and laser.
That's it.
A little bit choppy, unfortunately. Sorry about that.
A lot of room for left in the.
Yeah, they're just fighting it out right now. But already he's sort of doing a good job with these the lasers. He's going to shoot more lasers. Laser, 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 laser. Oh, and I hit you. This is the key difference between how Leffen played the matchup and how Chillin played the matchup, is the laser game. The lasers are actually really critical, especially on a stage like FD, which all the Foxes were counterpicking Samus to FD. Fun fact, all the Foxes counterpicked Samus to FD, and none of them won on FD. I feel like there's actually a reason for that, and we'll talk about it later. But maybe stop taking Samus to FD. Just my theory. But the laser game works really well on FD, and we saw that here because the problem with the lasers, and I'm going to switch it back to this game.
Oops, see, that's the funny thing.
I meant to pause. Oh, unfortunate. The thing with the lasers is that if Fox is constantly firing lasers at you, Samus can't wave dash back. The wave dash back is suddenly nullified because Samus has to do something or she takes damage. There are two options for this. She can fire missiles, which you'll see a lot more missiles out of Plup than we saw out of Duck, because Duck was, of course, in a lot of close quarters fighting, dealing with Chillin. Plup was doing a lot of dealing with lasers. So when the lasers are coming in, Plup can either shoot lasers, Plup can either shoot missiles, which is an okay strategy. Leffen can still actually just stop shooting lasers and shine, because missiles are incredibly slow, especially from long range. Or Plup can approach. That's the key to this strategy. The lasers make Plup approach because his only two options are his three options are take damage, which is obviously terrible, shoot missiles, which aren't that good, or go approach. So here we go. We're gonna continue playing this.
Keep shooting them lasers, and once you try to approach,
more lasers, more lasers. Ah, and this is the other thing that Leffen does that's very different from Chillin. What he does is he's going to jump up, he's going to see the shield from Samus, and then he is going to double jump bait. Classic Fox maneuvers. The double jump bait is so good because of how quickly Fox falls. And you see, he's already putting out the nair. Look how high up he is. He's almost at the top of the screen. His ear is touching the timer, and he's putting out this nair because he knows that he's trying to bait something out of shield from Plup. Plup does do something out of shield. He messes up. He actually he dares out of shield. I'm not really sure why, but he dares out of shield, and he gets up smashed for it. He misses the nair somehow. I'm not really sure, but he misses the nair. This strategy from Leffen is the other key difference between what Chillin did. Leffen would do the laser camping, and he would do baits when Plup doesn't push buttons. So the not pushing buttons is really key for Plup, and it will actually end up winning him this game. But this early section of the game, he kind of flubs it a little bit and eats a couple double jump baits to the face. As we're going to see right here, he jumps up and he gets up smashed. Yay! Well done, Leffen. The other thing is, yeah, edge guarding Samus, still very difficult. But he's just going to run away and shoot lasers. Oh, he's not going to shoot lasers. He makes it back.
Did you see? He knew he was going to ledge dash.
He's trying to do these double jump baits. He finally gets this up smash thing. He's also going to do a really smart edge guard here. That was just reaction. Plup should not have gone for this when Leffen is right here. If Leffen was further back, this is a smart option. But, I mean, Leffen was very clearly prepared for it by being here. And we saw earlier Chillin was actually almost always back here, and Duck was going for the tether. If Chillin's ever here, Duck goes for the fair, which is what I think Plup should have done. Is he should have gone for the fair on Leffen, the double jump fair. Because he ends up losing this stock due to that mistake by going for the tether. So Leffen's feeling pretty good. Oh, look, more double jump baits. He screws it up and ends up firefoxing. But I mean, double jump baits all the same. He's going to do it again right there, and he gets punished for it. Oh, I wish I could back it up a little bit. Unfortunately, the Twitch, I wish Calvin had already uploaded this, because the Twitch jump back is a lot worse. We're going to have to see him take the stock again. But I'll turn on my webcam real quick. Because I'm going to talk about how this double jump bait strategy comes into play over and over. And Plup quickly adapts to it. Here it is. So Leffen is going to go ahead and try to... I have to turn off my webcam apparently to get the pencil to work. Pencil! Do you see it? Yes. Leffen is going to try and jump over and bait something from Plup by double jumping. Plup this time says, screw you, I'm not going to fall for it, and he grabs it. Plup stays grounded. That's a big key for Samus, is if she has the ability to stay grounded, she probably should. And I feel like that's where the bait strategy starts to fall apart. If you're trying to go for double jump baits a little bit too much, you're now out of a double jump, you're forced to land, and Samus is still grounded. You haven't actually brought her out of that position. There's nothing that really forces her out of that position. As we're going to see here, he's going to double jump over, gets grabbed for free, takes this Nair, and I believe even loses the stock. No, he's going to lose the stock though.
Back air from the up throw. Instead, he just took the Nair.
Oh, also, Leffen gets away with up throw up air. I'm not really sure why Plup gave it to him. Finally, the stock goes down. Just a quick mention. Leffen hit a lot of up throw up airs. Don't use up throw. like seriously, Leffen hit a lot. I have a theory that Plup actually mind gamed himself. Plup told himself there's no way someone this good is up throwing Samus. He's baiting out the Nair. So Plup said, oh, he's baiting out the Nair. Leffen didn't bait out the Nair, and Leffen just hit him. If a Samus is in that situation, her best option is to cover both the up air and the bait by double jumping. It's not great, but if you're unsure what's going to happen, go ahead and double jump. You can drop mines if they go for a late up air. You know, you can cover different options, and you can retreat because due to Samus's air mobility. It's hard because of how Fox is really strong on the ground, and all of a sudden he's below you, and you're in the air, and life sucks. But if you're unsure, double jump out of the up throw. Samus will still be fine. Don't up throw Samus. Good. You know now. Stop it. Back in this game. Double check my notes real quick. Alright.
And this is why he wanted to avoid the back.
So again, this matchup still pretty close. Plup, but Plup adapts better than Leffen does.
He's like, I'm not gonna let you.
That was actually really cute. Leffen did a little down tilt. Down tilt's actually really good. I think it beats Samus jab. You know, Fox means keep that in mind if you want. If you don't, that's cool. Alright, so we're back in this situation where Leffen is shooting lasers and Plup is trying to make him approach. So we see shooting lasers, all the lasers. Here are all the lasers. Plup is just going to sit here and he's going to crouch. Leffen actually does this. Oh, come on, pen. Where'd you go? No, I broke the pen. Right. There we go. Alright, shooting lasers. Pew pew. Plup is going to sit right here. This crouch is Plup's way of saying, like, I really don't want to approach. Can you please approach me? Leffen is going to do something really cheeky and really smart where he just walks up and jabs and shoots lasers. Let's pretend he just shoots lasers the whole time. And the problem is Plup gets impatient. Plup will jump, and this jump actually kills him. No joke. He jumps in the air and he dies for it. This is where Samus is super weak. Samus cannot do anything in the air if Fox is grounded. Fox has all the control all of a sudden. And it's this great position of Samus in the air that Leffen tries to exploit with the double jump baits. That's what he's going for. He's trying to get Samus in the air so he can land underneath and do something. And the lasers also sort of make Samus mains want to jump because they don't want to get hit by lasers. How simple. So here we go. We're just going to, let me turn off the webcam. He's going to shoot some lasers. Jab. He's going to shoot some lasers. Oh, you're in the air. You're dead. Boom. Simple as that. That's all Fox needs to do. Shoot the lasers, make Samus get in the air, and she's dead.
And that was a good call.
And if she wasn't at kill percent, I mean, you can up air, you can nair. That's actually a good situation to nair through her because she still has to land and you're still on the ground. So a lot of good things will happen there.
Jab up tilt. No combos?
Rising fair. Plup does the rising fair again. Or, I'm sorry, not again. This is the first time he's done it. But as we said earlier, very difficult to deal with. Samus means we'll probably just go for it. The best thing that Leffen probably should have done, in fact, he even had his back to Plup in that situation. He probably should have jumped and fell down with back air. That, of course, loses to, like, literally everything else. Like, anything else that Samus does, like, if she ledge dashes, she's invincible and doesn't get hit. So a lot of bad things can happen. Edgeguarding Samus sucks. Takes a lot of smarts. You have to really read what's the situation and know what's going on. We're going back into this game.
Try to go for the second.
Perfect ledge dash.
Yep.
And again, Leffen is just going to shoot lasers. There's the dash attack I went through. And right there, Leffen actually tried to do what I just said, where he fell down with back air. And Plup just fared a little bit higher, covered that space, and now look where Leffen is. And like, it's really difficult to deal with Samus when she's off stage because of the multitude of options she has to get back. you can't really overcommit in any given position. You really need to know exactly where to stand, exactly what's coming, and know what your opposing Samus player is going to do in any given situation. Early in the game, he caught Plup tethering the edge, and he died. Plup hasn't tethered the ledge since, except when it's like super safe. So yeah, just the mind games going on between top level players. Very, very smart stuff. But just keep that in mind. Samus is gonna fare from the ledge sometimes, and it sucks. Good. We know more about the matchup. He misses the nair, unfortunately. There's a dash attack from Leffen. We talked about the dash attack in Chillin's game. Now, it doesn't always necessarily get you anything you want. And edgeguarding Fox from Samus is really easy, because we talked earlier about the fact that missiles are a thing. So what does Plup do? He shoots a bunch of missiles this way. When Leffen goes low, he holds the edge and he back airs him. When Leffen goes high, he does whatever he wants, pretty much. The game gets very difficult. I'm pretty sure Fox has to recover high and then mix up the angle. Fox sort of has to find a place here that won't get hit by missiles and figure out where he can go in between all the missiles. I feel like that's the best option for Fox. Going low will get you back aired, and Leffen actually gets back aired from the edge multiple times in this set. I think he tries to recover low like twice in game 2 and loses both stocks because of it. It's pretty bad. Don't recover low against Samus. You have to recover high.
Let's see what Leffen goes for.
Okay, nice
So here we go.
Yeah.
And the rest of this game is honestly just Plup being a
Whoa,
god. He's going to eat that up smash. Plup essentially stops hitting buttons and then wins the game off of it. So here we go. Leffen trying to jump around. Leffen trying to shoot lasers. Plup says, I'll let you come towards me. I love it when foxes approach me. Oh my goodness. Jabs, some back and forth going on.
Nice.
Good S smash on that read. Again, going for the ledge, you can't just do it over and over. Plup covers it, and this is just sort of awesome. Leffen tries to nair approach, gets bodied. Tries to up throw, gets bodied, and then the rest of this game is history. Catches the double jump, you eat a charge shot, and finally, the last thing we talked about, recovering away from missiles. Literally, the Samus matchup in a nutshell just came through in that last stock. Leffen nair approaches, gets bopped. Leffen double jump baits, gets bopped. Leffen double jumps up high and gets bopped. What was the other thing he did? I forget. He tried to approach again and got bopped. That entire stock was just expertly played by Plup, and a perfect example of what not to do as Fox against Samus. So that's going to be the end of that game. As we see, we're going to see everyone start cheering for Plup.
It's a loser bracket. So let's go. Plup is popping off.
Right. So we're going to switch the camera back over to me real quick as I set up the next game. So these first two games I talked about earlier are the exact what not to do Fox versus Samus. Leffen kept it pretty close with his strategy. Shoot a lot of lasers, do a lot of double jump baits, and make Plup push buttons. This, again, is not the best way to make Samus push buttons. And that's sort of the main Fox overarching strategy. Chillin's strategy was, I'm going to go in with Nair and make him up the out of shield. He'll get bodied. It didn't work. Leffen's strategy was, I'm going to shoot lasers and jump over him, and that'll make him up the out of shield. And then he'll get bodied. That also didn't work. These are essentially, in my opinion, old school strategies on how to do the Fox Samus matchup. These are incorrect. Mike Hayes has practiced a buttload with hugs. He knows the matchup in and out. He plays it incredibly smartly, in my opinion. And we're going to see that here. We're going to do these games actually in reverse chronological order. We're going to do game number 2 from, Sweet Prologue. And this is going to be Mike Hayes and Hugs. This is going to be the one he wins, and then the commentators think that Hugs is out. We're going to go ahead and get right on into it. Oh, I can move my face back to the other side now. Awesome. Let's just grab my face real quick. Oh, where's it? Oh, it's going everywhere. All right, we're good. Good. Face is back on the good side of the screen. And then go away, face. No, there we go. Perfect. So this is game number 2. Of course, we're now already a second in because I hit the play button. My bad. And already we're going to see a very different strategy from Mike Hayes. He's going to run away a lot, and he's going to go to platforms. A little bit similar to what Leffen was doing with the laser shooting strategy, but you're going to see the platforms play a much bigger role. You see he's already on the platforms. He's going to shoot some lasers.
you hosted that like a year ago.
Minor choppiness as he gets upbeat out of shield.
Nice short.
This replay was freaking out for me earlier. Oh my goodness. What happened? Replay, please. I can jump far enough back to fix it. Oh no, that's the end of game 1. Alright, I think if it reloads from here, it should be good. Minor technical difficulties. Switch it back to my face. Oh!
Pretty well, so.
Oh, my face. Alright. Might need to buffer, unfortunately. Here, let me close those other replays. We don't need those anymore. Oh no!
What's up?
Okay, good. I thought Shockwave just crashed.
Travel together. Yeah, training partners. I mean, there's so many.
Alright, there we go. Perfect.
Plays with who, like, often, you know? Yeah, because there are.
We're gonna watch Mike Hayes drink some Pepsi. It's still a little bit choppy, but you'll still get the general gist of what's going on in this game. Here we go. Battlefield, of course. We were talking about Battlefield earlier. Mike Hayes in game 5 counterpicked Hugs to FD and he lost. So again, I don't get the FD counterpick because, as I said, Mike Hayes is gonna go for a lot of platforms. He's shooting lasers. He's going to platforms. He gets up B, takes a down smash for it. You know, very unfortunate. That was a really smart recovery. You saw he got right here and did a shortened side B to fall right to the ledge. No, neither Leffen nor Chillin ever did that. Chillin did it once. That's a lie. Chillin did it once in the 2 games we were looking at. The up B gives Samus a lot of options to sort of stuff you with missiles. The idea is if you're up B'ing, obviously you're holding still for a little bit, and she can try and get a missile over there or come near you. The side B is essentially the option that Samus mains will decide. I saw him side B last time. Let me cover that. We saw Plup got the up tilt here. He also got, you can get down smash here. You can get a lot of things against Foxes who side B. So mixing that up effectively is really smart. Going for the side B here, shortened and fall down there. Genius. I'm surprised he used it so early in the game. But, I mean, he's still safe. He's back up to this platform. He's pretty happy. And now we're going to actually talk about this platform. Because he sort of makes a big use of it. You saw he just side B'd to the top platform there. And they're going to continue doing this back and forth. And here he goes. He's gonna do a couple of nairs, bait out the up B, good stuff. And now we're in this situation right here. This is what Mike Hayes does that neither Chillin nor Leffen really exploited, and that is where Fox is here, Samus is here, and there is a platform here. There can be a platform here. Mike Hayes actually does this a lot over here as well. This position actually isn't as good for Samus as you would think. It looks really good for Samus. But then you have to think about what are her options. She can come up here with fair, which would cover maybe this space. She can come up here with up air, and she can come up here with up B, which is easily the worst one because that's a free punish. Meanwhile, Mike Hayes has the ability from this position to double jump to bait out any of these options. He can land on the ground, which beats any of these 3 options. And he can land back here in case any of these don't happen. This is literally out of reaction. If Hugs doesn't leave the ground, Mike Hayes ends up here, and we're back where we started. There's no good situation here because Hugs can't really get to punish this effectively due to the fact that this double jump option still exists. So Hugs is in a spot where even though he is technically in a good position below Fox, it takes a lot of commitment to cover any of this area due to the fact that the platform is right here. Mike Hayes abuses the crap out of this, and we're going to actually see it come into play right now. Hugs is going to jump up, and he's going to nair, and that's going to cost him this position, and Mike Hayes will be incredibly happy about it. There's the nair, there's the back air. All of a sudden, Mike Hayes has Hugs on the edge. Literally just like that. Just from this position, Hugs is now on the edge. It's crazy. It's really good. So all of a sudden we're seeing more and more of these lasers, lots of lasers, and a key difference that we're going to talk about that Mike Hayes does dash dancing. Ah, yes, everyone loves the dash dance as the YouTube video is freaking the fuck out. It did kind of spurt a little bit right there, but Mike Hayes, as you see, this is where Hugs is. Mike Hayes gets to this range right here, and he's just going to dash dance inside of it. Why is he going to dash dance in this range? Well, because it baits out F tilt, it baits out up tilt, it baits out down smash. If Hugs wave dashes back, Mike Hayes is fine because he's not committing. And if he wave dashes back, he's giving up stage, so Mike Hayes will then start dash dancing here. And Hugs can't missile. This is not a good spot to missile at. You can literally just know and go in. He'll know it immediately, and you can punish for free. And this is exactly how Mike Hayes baits people out that Chillin' and Leffen didn't do. Mike Hayes is going to dash dance right in front of your freaking face. It's so cool to watch as he does it right here. He's going to shoot some lasers. Oh, he did it again, and he gets a grab out of it. So free. It happened again. Hugs went up right here. Mike Hayes dash danced 3 or 4 times right there. Said, oh, you're just holding shield. Gets a grab. Super, super smart. Super smart. It's ridiculously smart how good this is. And Mike Hayes abuses the absolute crap out of it. These are the 2 things you're going to see Mike Hayes do. Mike Hayes is going to do the platform game, where he gets up high and he makes Hugs come to him. And he's going to do the dash dance right in front of you game, which makes Samus pick an option. That is the key to the Fox matchup. Leffen did it a little bit. Mike Hayes is going to figure out how to make the best of it. Making Samus push a button at these close range situations. He's going to bait out just about every move in the book. He's going to get down throw. He gets up beat out of shield right there, but, you know, it's all good. Gets up beat again. A little bit unfortunate. This game, not exactly the best from Mike Hayes. He does somehow manage to get it back. Really smart up B, goes up high. We were talking about that earlier. Oh, back on the platform, and he's just gonna... Oh, he gets F-tilted. He does lose the stock first, unfortunately. But he just comes in with the up smash. Hey! How fun. He actually catches the wave dash back there. He knew Hugs was gonna wave dash back. I think these 2 are actually practice partners. So that worked out pretty well for them. He's just like, I know you're gonna win that back. I just know. Oh look, we're shooting lasers. We're dash dancing.
Yeah, he is. He's used the gun a lot more this game. I like it. Yeah.
Oh, there's the shine, and the one option that Hugs really has to beat up dash dance is he can put out a grab that covers that entire area, and it doesn't really work out for him. Now we're seeing the down throw. Oh my goodness, I almost missed it. Here he goes. He's gonna get in.
Gun a lot more this game. I like it.
Shooting some lasers. Up smash! Oh, what a punish. So cool. So this was actually really smart by Mike Hayes. He punished the landing from the platform. That was just general smarts. You have to know Samus has to somehow hit the ground. That's what Samus wants to do. And if she doesn't hit the ground, her life sucks. So baiting out the fact that she always wants to hit the ground is very important. This is the down throw. Remember I was saying earlier, don't up throw? Down throw. This is why. This is an actual tech chase Fox has on Samus. It's ridiculous. It turns you into Sheik Falcon. I'm not even kidding. That's not an exaggeration. This tech chase is super free if Mike Hayes is doing it. Like, he just gets you and doesn't let you go. He's going to get like 4 freaking down throws in a row. Oh my goodness. Look. Oh, dash dance. Got you. Oh, got you. Oh, got you. Nice get up attack. And he finally falls for this get up attack here. Up smash is the wrong way. Well done, Mike Hayes.
Okay, that dash attack was a smart idea.
And he's gonna do some down throws. Sorry, he doesn't get the tech chase on that one, but he did bait out that up B out of shield, gets an up air, and baits out the grab for an up smash. So crisp from Mike Hayes. He's going to bait out a lot of stuff. If he baits Hugs into the air, Hugs eats an up air or just about anything, honestly, because it's Samus in the air. If he baits him to grab to try and beat the dash dance, then he gets a free punish of probably a charged up smash, which more than likely is death. So that's actually really smart. And let's see here. I'm going to turn back off my face. There we go. So Hugs is going to come back down, and I think it's right around here where, yep, Mike Hayes has decided the top platform is his best friend in the whole world. He gets up B there, but now he's just going to stay up here. Let's just hang out on platforms. Oh, let's stay on the platforms. Yeah, Mike Hayes with this idea of, well, I'm in such a great position, as we talked about earlier, this platform thing, and Hugs is going to stay grounded. Hugs does the smart thing, in my opinion, staying down here, but from up here, a lot of good stuff can happen for Mike Hayes. Any button that Hugs hits just doesn't go well for him in the air. If he tries to hit anything up here, it doesn't work out. The fact that Mike Hayes can fall with really fast bears, and in fact he actually spaces some of these bears so they're safe on shield. It looks like he spaces some of these falling bears really smartly. It's quite impressive. So we're gonna see him just abuse this platform game to its fullest, and then literally the funniest mix-up he can do is he falls down, catches Hugs and shield, and just starts down throwing it. He misses that one, but baits an up B anyway. Back in that platform position, made Hugs fair. Didn't punish it though. A little bit of choppiness on this YouTube video. Sorry about that, guys. That was actually really smart by Hugs with the fake charge shot. And again, don't recover low against Samus. You're gonna die. Don't recover low. Don't recover low. Oh my god, the amount of options she has against that. Don't do it. You're gonna up B high, and dodge the missiles. It's your best bet. Just don't recover low. Recover high. It's better.
That was a really good read, by the way. 2 in a row right there.
Here we go. Back to the laser game. At long distance, the lasers work. We talked about this in the Leffen game. At the long distance, the lasers work. In the medium distance, the dash dance works. Here we go. We see Hugs goes up high for a fair, eats a back air. Look at the dash dance. He's not getting hit. Good little uppy there from Hugs. The platform coming in again. He just goes up on the platform and falls on Mike Hayes. So smart. Down throw attack chases. That's what he's supposed to do when he whips a grab. When Mike Hayes whips a grab, Hugs is supposed to up B him. Yeah, that's it. Don't whip your attack chases. Don't mess up your attack chases. Don't mess up your attack chases. It's a little bit difficult. You do have to do a little bit of reading, but I mean, chillin' in game 2 against Duck. If you want to look that up, we're not analyzing it tonight. But chillin' in game 2 against Duck just gets him in like 6 down throws in a row. And I believe Chillin doesn't know the matchup, so I'm pretty sure he was doing it off of like reaction, and he was just wrecking Duck's face. It was kind of crazy. That was a weird error from Hugs, and he's gonna lose the stock for it. I don't think he meant to do it. If you didn't see it, the video did cut out a little bit. He did a falling fair. Kind of. It doesn't work because of course fair starts high. He literally gets shined out of it and dies for it. I don't know why he did it. The rising fair, obviously, we were talking about it earlier. Very hard to deal with because it covers this. So yeah, he kind of loses the stock for it. It was very strange. Here we go, the up air. Much cooler than Leffen's back air option. And we're just gonna see this game come to its natural close. I think Hugs maybe gets one more stock.
There's a reason why they're there and we're here. Yeah, exactly.
The shield push and get up attack a little bit too good. We're seeing more lasers. We're seeing more some safe back airs, a little bit different for Mike Hayes. That was really dumb, but it worked out. Tries to punish the grab with shine grab. So goofy. He shoots lasers, he uses the platforms, and he dash dances. And he down throws. We don't really have to focus too much on anything in-depth here. He recovers low. Hugs almost gets the read on that roll. He would have gotten a stock there. Mike Hayes got his shield up just in the nick of time. Got kind of lucky.
Well, Fruit Loop was giving him the space to do that.
Missed waveland from Mike Hayes. Almost cost him the game, but he's gonna get this stock in just a second. That was actually a really smart bait of that fair. You saw Hugs decided to go for that rising fair we were talking about. The smartest thing that Mike Hayes did to deal with fair is he actually runs back and then runs back again. Part of the reason why that Samus fair onto the ledge is so good. Oh, whoops. Part of the reason why this fair is so good is because Samus can do something immediately out of it. Like immediately. Like you'll actually see in Leffen versus Plup at some point comes in with the fair and just up Bs immediately, and you know Leffen thinking he can punish the fair gets hit. So it's a little bit like it's a little bit interesting because the problem with baiting up the fair is they can hit you again. So you kind of have to bait 2 moves in a row, which is exactly what Mike Hayes did here. He just kind of misspaced it a little bit and got punished.
That's a big part. Ooh, so he's good at mixing it up. Exactly.
And that was actually really smart. Falls through the platform, comes back up with up air. And that's going to be game 2. Mike Hayes thinks he wins the set. Instead, it's best out of 5. So good. So what have we learned? We have learned that the platforms on Battlefield are actually really cool for the Fox-Samus matchup. You can force Samus to come to you without even having to do anything. It's so easy. Your easiest way to make Samus hit a button. The harder ways to make Samus hit a button is to shoot lasers, which we saw Leffen doing in the last game, but more importantly, dash dancing as soon as you get into close range. This dash dance lets Mike Hayes bait out just about every move Samus has. If Samus does F-tilt or jab, you think they're safe, and then he somehow punishes it. It's kind of weird. We'll see it in the next game. As well as up B out of shield. I mean, up B out of shield becomes a downright terrible option if you're shooting lasers, dash dancing in front of him, and camping high platforms. Up B just is the worst bad option to deal with all of those. So you're essentially conditioning your Samus opponent to up B a lot less, and that's when Nair approaches can start to work a little bit. Just to break through line of defense, just to sort of surprise him, and then it will work. But the really basic undertones here is that Mike Hayes is shooting lasers, dash dancing, and camping top platforms, and it works out so well. And let me set up the last game here that we're going to do today, and that's going to be game number 1. So we're, again, reverse chronological order. I'm sorry. I keep looking over there. You guys are right here. Hi, guys. Game number 1 between Mike Hayes and Hugs. This game goes super in Mike Hayes' favor.
So we're
Just
start off on
doing all the things we were talking about. Here he goes. He's going to go to the platforms. He's going to make Hugs hit buttons. That's the other thing I'd like to talk about. Just for this game alone, I want you to count the number of times Mike Hayes approaches in this stock. So you just missed one. He just did one. All right. So here we go. He's gonna run away. He's gonna shoot some lasers.
Pretty sure Hugs is.
He's gonna shoot some lasers.
I'm almost certain about that.
He's gonna run away some more.
Like 12-ish? I'm not. I can't give you any.
All right. Well, there's 2. All right. Yeah. 2.
Hugs is ahead, yeah. And Mike Hayes is the one.
There's 3.
Right now too. Yeah, he really is. So,
He's just gonna. He's
West
not gonna get out of this, is he?
I bet Hugs is his primary Samus practice. But look at all these
Okay.
down
Well,
throw
the down throw does a lot of
That was
damage.
really
All right. Now let's run away. Let's run away, and then fourth approach. Good. We approach 4 times, and Samus loses her stock. How quaint, how fun, how easy. Approaching 4 times, and Samus loses her stock. I want to talk about each of those approaches because each of them highlight something that we've been talking about so far.
Start off on Battlefield.
The first one
I don't know what kind
highlights
of guys have against
being
one another.
bad. He sort of just sees an air dodge and doesn't punish it at all, but he gets a shine out of it, whips the grab. Unfortunately.
I know. Yeah, I wonder who's above the other.
Alright, so he's gonna shoot some lasers, he's gonna shoot some lasers, he's gonna shoot some lasers.
I know
Literally makes him press a button but doesn't even punish it. That time, Samus is in the air, and he says, well, that's easy, I can just react to that and hit him with Nair Fair. Samus in the air, go in. Simple. Alright, more damage. Good. Now we're gonna dash dance. Oh! Did you see that? Did you see how good that was? Did you see? He starts dash dancing the second that Hugs drops that F-tilt, he gets grabbed. And people think F-tilt is safe. No. Mike Hayes says, no, it's not safe. Hugs F-tilts and gets grabbed, and he's going to take a buttload of damage for it, too, because he's just going to get chain grabbed for all his life. Oh my goodness. Oh, this game is so hard for Samus. And then, look at this. I like the Phantom Shield poke. He just runs away. He just shoots lasers. And how is he going to take this stock? Well, he knows you're going to... Oh, look at that freeze frame. He knows that Hugs wants to wave dash back. So he's going to run in and up smash way over here. And he's going to get the stock, taking 10 points of damage. Oh my goodness. How fun it must be to be a Fox main playing against Samus. And literally right after that, he says, well, I guess it's time for me to go to the platform. This was actually really well done by Hugs, sort of pushing buttons and making them work for a little while. But I mean, look, Mike Hayes just wants to hang out. He's going to run away. He's going to sit on platforms. He's going to wave dash back. He's going to wait for Hugs to push buttons and wait till he's in close proximity to punish those buttons. Look, punish that up tilt literally from across the stage. He's going to do some down throws. He's going to do some down throws. And he's going to do some freaking down throws. Oh, he up throws. I think that was just a goofy little mix-up. But, as you noticed, he got like... Let's note, he got like 4 down throws in a row. And as soon as he up throwed, lost it all. Lost the advantage. Don't up throw Samus. Don't up throw Samus. Good. If there's anything you learned today, I hope it's that you do not up throw Samus.
The Mike Hayes tech skill.
And that's the
That was a good little read there from Mike or from Hugs. Sorry.
Drop zone.
And here we go. Oh, that was actually really smart from Hugs. But we're not going to talk about it because we're talking about Fox right now. And Hugs is sitting at a cool 100% because of how well Mike Hayes is playing. Mike Hayes doesn't even care. He's just going to go to the top platform. We're just gonna go to the top platform. Are you gonna push a button? Have you pushed the button yet? Have you? Oh, you fared, huh? Oh, well, it was really smart by Hugs, but now he's in a bad position. Mike Hayes takes advantage, and the plight of all Samus mains. How to recover? Oh wait, it's free until he does that grab. Hopefully, just blast through this end part as he tethers to the edge. Again, smart recovery from Hugs, delaying that tether a little longer. But Mike Hayes is not getting put in bad situations for it, and oh my god, did you see that? Did you see that? Oh my god, sometimes Samus pushes a button and you win. Uppy out of shield into, oh, you're dead? How cool is that? Just being in good situations and having low percent gets you kills. I mean, it's so awesome.
Upbeat right away, but if you never hit it,
the upbeat does nothing.
There we go. The next stock
takes a little bit of a lead here.
Hugs comes right back.
Let's see if we can get some percent.
Mike Hayes says, oh, that was actually a really smart read by Hugs. Mike Hayes catches him with dash dance down throw, literally at 0, puts on 17 damage.
Working out really well for him. His platform movement has been great too.
I mean, just look at the aggression coming here. But it's smart aggression. He's not narrow approaching randomly. He's narrow approaching smartly. He's shooting lasers and he's dash dancing to make Hugs not be able to do exactly what he wants to do that we saw Duff doing in the first game today. Oh, baited out a F-tilt dash attack to up air and another up air for good measure. Boom. 3 stocks to 1. Mike Hayes playing so ridiculously smart. Fades out that falling there.
That was the first time he's actually tech.
Great punish.
So that was good from Hugs, finally mixing up the down throw.
Little bit of goofy stuff happening here.
Nice spacing on the jabs too from Hugs.
Mike Hayes is doing such a good job of running in and just trading percent with him though. He's like.
And let's see. Oh, he even reads that spot dodge. Spot doesn't get too much. Doesn't get enough of these down throw tech chases at the end here.
So you don't get caught up with mix-ups like that. Samus does have.
Well, I think he meant to edge cancel that. Obviously, unfortunately, didn't work out. And little DBZ trade. Both of them make it back. And the up smash, just ledge dash up smash. So simple, because he knew how Hugs had been edge guarding him. So that is going to be how that set ends. So that is all I'm going to talk about for the day. I'm just going to talk about those 4 replays. Of course, this is just my opinion. This is what I saw in these games, how they ended up working out, how they played out for all of these players. I think Hugs actually ends up winning the rest of this set because he plays like super smart, really smart. It's really good. But I just wanted to talk about the Fox side of the matchup because I think Fox mains are sort of struggling. More specifically, what like Leffen and Chillin were doing. But that's all. If there's anyone who has any questions in the chat, you guys can ask questions. I see Hugs is actually in the chat. Shoutouts. Oh, good, and he's talking about up throw. Yeah, so Swiftker actually asked, what about the positional advantage you get from up throwing Samus because she has limited options coming down? It's very true. I think I touched on it a lot earlier. She can fall down with Nair, obviously, if you're going to up air. But if you're going to bait it, she does have other options. Her air mobility is okay. She can drop bombs. The bombs are actually really good. The bombs will actually cover the up air as well. If you get up throw up aired, Samus can actually double jump out and drop a bomb. So that works really well for Samus. And the bombs can sort of mess with how she's landing and bait Fox to do stupid stuff and actually put Samus in a good position if Fox isn't like really smart about it. So it's a weird situation. I still say down throw is better just because of the tech chase, and you can just put on damage, and damage is great. You're obviously letting Samus stay grounded, but she's floored / teching, so it's not exactly the greatest in my opinion. I prefer the down throw to the up throw. If there's any other questions, let me know, guys. Might wrap it up in just a second. Okay, so someone asked Hugs if down throw works on reaction, and Mike Hayes says it does. So there you go. And like I said, there's a game where Chillin just sort of does it. He just sort of like starts doing it out of nowhere. That's Chillin versus Duck Game 2. If you guys are interested. Okay. Looks like more people are talking to Hugs. He's the real expert on this matchup. Of course, this is all just my opinion. I'm talking about more sort of broad themes rather than very specific, mix-ups that happen throughout the game. I want to make this just for your average Samus Fox main who goes to a tournament, places ninth. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you guys had fun. I'll probably cut this video right